What is going on out there, peeps? Look, there's not a whole lot going on news-wise, but what is there actually needs a little bit of attention. All right, so let's get into that here. Quick reminder to everybody, if you're thinking about buying precious metals, give our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange a consideration. The link is in the description. If you buy more than $100 worth of precious metals, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver. If you've already received your free half ounce, you won't get another one. All right, and then it looks like the markets are dropping, so get ready to buy on the dip. We got Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. Over here, we're talking about investments such as gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, and foreign currency investments. All right, so again, in the group here, it looks like we got another new wave of trolls being negative about the currencies. You guys, just like I said, all you have to do is just report them, and I'll go ahead and remove them out of the group. You're going to get a lot of naysayers. There's people that's been in this for 15, 16 years, and so they have this, of course, they feel negative about it because they were told long ago this was going to happen, and that's what I talk about when it comes to this particular investment. You're going to run into people that's been in this for a long time. They feel negative. They're always, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen, but they still hold the currency. So go figure. No politics here, right? Bring that over to here, which is the hidden things in front of your eyes. Over here, we talk about QAnon, current events, politics, 9/11, false flag events, the whole 9 yards. Just be respectful of one another. If you don't have Facebook, I do have Twitter. The link is in the description. Come on over here and join me. For those of you who are looking to buy currencies, don't forget, because a lot of you are still asking, UK Dinar does have Dinars. They seem to be out everywhere, but UK has them, okay? The link is in the description. Just follow it along. If you buy any of the currencies in there, make sure you use discount code Pimpy so you guys can get a discount on your order. All right, let's get into the news here super quick. This is, of course, here we go. Baghdad has not transferred the 320 billion IQD to KRG bank account, claims the minister. So this is the money that was promised back in August. It was supposed to have already been sent over to them so that they can take care of some salaries that needs to be paid out. And what the Kurdistan people are saying is they have not gotten their money. Baghdad is saying, look, there's no reason for us not to have not sent it. It should be there. They're kind of going back and forth already. Of course, originally it was cut off when Kurdistan stopped sending the oil that they promised. So, the government wanted to make sure that they sent the oil that they were committed to according to their constitution or their agreement. Okay, so one side saying one thing, one side saying another. So here we go. Meanwhile, they need to still do it. I don't care what the problem is over there. They still need to iron out their agreements when it comes to the revenues and dues. Again, time is running out. We need to get this deal taken care of. Also, there was an issue with the disputed areas. And so the KRG, which is Kurdistan, are saying that the Baghdad people are in Kirkuk's area, and that's a no-no. So we'll see what happens to this. It's not major news, but it just looks like, again, something that's going to add tensions a little bit more. As usual, every time we take 5 steps forward between Erbil and Baghdad, it seems like we take 6 back a little bit. But it's not that bad right now. No surprise here. We knew this was coming. Washington has imposed a new package of sanctions on Iran, including the Minister of Defense. We knew this is coming. What they are targeting is anybody and everybody, well, not anybody, everybody, but the 5 major players in the Iran nuclear deal. So it says the sanctions include the Iran defense minister and 2 key figures in Tehran's uranium enrichment programs. So Pompeo said in a press conference with the Minister of Defense, Treasury, and Trade, which was followed by the news. In turn, U.S. Treasury, Steve Mnuchin, Washington is imposing sanctions on a group of experts and officials in the Iran nuclear energy deal. They're going to squeeze these people, man. They're going to squeeze the hell out of them. They're going to try to get some kind of agreement into place before the end of the year. Now, how effective it is, I won't know, or we won't know, because the truth of the matter is, what's to keep Iran from just signing a stupid deal real quick and then backing out of it once the Democrats come in and try to do a new deal altogether. So, I mean, if the Iran can benefit from it, just roll with it, I guess. But, I mean, that's just common sense. But we'll see. There's too much pride over there. Nonetheless, so what we're doing is squeezing the people. In addition to U.S. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross, U.S. sanctions target parties linked to Iran's nuclear activities, stressing President Trump's strong commitment to prevent Iran from developing a nuclear weapon. Again, the names of 5 scholars have been added to the list of sanctions against Iran, along with other entities. So this is just, again, Trump putting the squeeze on Iran. It says in here, Iran is violating international resolutions by delivering banned weapons to groups such as Hezbollah and the Houthis. All right, so that's no surprise. They've been doing that. They are the ones that have been funding and organizing these armed gangs, these terrorist groups. So the person that was truly controlling all of them, of course, was General Soleimani, but he is dead, obviously. So, sanctions on Iran, you can expect a couple of missile attacks being shot over towards the airport. Not a big deal. We'll get it taken care of. I mean, it's a big deal if it kills Americans or anybody else, but for some reason, their aims seems to be off, or their missiles are just real incompetent. So the Iraq parliament received the draft budget. Finally, like I said, in another video, look, Al-Kadhimi's cabinet had already looked at the budget. They had already voted on it. It was already approved, but it was said that it was sent already to Parliament. And now this is what the news article is saying, that they didn't get it. So the representatives of the government in the Iraq Parliament announced on Monday the arrival of the country's draft fiscal year 2020 budget to Parliament. The representatives of the government informed the members of Parliament during the session that the draft budget has reached the Parliament, according to the news correspondence. So on September the 14th, that's when the Iraq Council of Ministries approved the federal budget bill for the year 2020, indicating that it was sent to the House of Representatives, but they're saying they didn't get it till now. Earlier, the Parliamentary Economic and Investment Committees revealed that the size of the federal budget deficit for 2020 amounts to 45%. Dang, ouch. Indicating that it is focused on securing salaries and financing the ration cards, as well as facing the Rona. So the ration cards, for those who don't know, these are like your welfare cards, retirement cards, those types of things like that. Okay, so again, not a whole lot of news. This is good, of course. The budget finally getting over there to Parliament. We need to get that thing taken care of, because it needs to then turn around and be integrated into the 2021 budget. We know the reform papers at the bank are being submitted for review. We also know that the Minister of Finance has sent the reform papers to Al-Kadhimi, who has reviewed them, and he's making the necessary changes to be put into the 2021 budget. All right, so that's where we are so far with the news. Let me get back to, once again, talking about the group. So you guys, look, we're going to get a lot of people in there they're trolls. They're from other channels or other groups. They just come in here and they try to disrupt things. Just don't let them get to you. They're disrespectful, but you get that everywhere. Trust me, I know. I've been in this game long enough that no matter what group you're in, you're always going to get a group of people who are going to say, go over to this other place, or go buy this, or don't believe in that. That's fake. You know what I mean? They're going to do that. Don't let them discourage you. Some of them are some old salty dogs. They've had the Iraqi Dinar for close to 15 years. And so they're bitter. That's because back in them days, when they were listening to people, people were promising dates and rates, or it was going to happen any second now. Any second now is what they were telling people. I don't do that. I try to tell you guys, look, the truth of the matter is no one knows. Everything is speculation. That's why I say be careful. Again, pumped up with too much hopium, saying that you got a date or a rate, or that divine intervention told you when this was going to happen, or listening to people talk about codes or whatever the hell. You know what I mean? You got to be careful of that, because what happened is people in their minds, like, this year we heard it's going to be on the 15th, and we heard it's going to be on the 18th. So I go, no, there's no indication of that. So now what happens is people's emotions get overly excited. They're expecting a big payday any second now. And when it doesn't happen, it reflects poorly on everybody else, especially people who are sincere about this, who are trying to inform people the proper way. Okay? I don't need to lie about having some kind of military intel person or CBI insider. I don't need to do all that. I'm in the same boat as you. We're all trying to get to the same destination. So don't let these people discourage you. All right? Anyways, I just want to bring that up because a couple of people have been in there raising tuchus, so don't worry about it. All right, you guys, so that's it for now. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later.